Good morning everybody, welcome back to another video. We're actually getting ready to start a new series on this channel where we're going to be tournament bass fishing out of the Jon Boat. I'm signed up to fish 2 trails this year. One is extremely high end, that's the one we're at today. There's a lot of hammers that fish this trail, probably the best in Georgia. And then the other one is the complete opposite. It's like as newbie and great starter trail as you can get. But I pre-fished here a couple times. Patrick and I are ready. We're going to be fishing out of the 1436 Weekend Warrior boat. Kind of give you guys an idea of how it works and how it performs and how you could do, you know, in a tournament setting. I couldn't think of a better way to kind of implement that for you guys, so that's what we're going to do. We're just waiting on the gates to open, and then we're all going to start backing in and get ready for blast off.
Oh, I'm done with
These trees come out. Try not to get too close. Keep going, you're going to go around.
Yeah, and I'm going to the left. I got you.
Right at home, honey, does it well. Keep me dancing till I'm dead. 'Cause I could run a mile like this, head over heels, feels like this. The sun has got me on my track. I ain't never looking back. I ain't looking back.
Finally got one. It's 118. And we got our first fish. That is so terrible. But got him in there. A little bit of, yeah, I think so. A little bit of a disaster. I don't get it, man.
Not good at that either. I just get lucky.
Maybe one day we'll be good. Maybe one day we'll be good. Alright, it's 326. Well, we should probably start heading back. I don't know how long it's going to take, but...
5 fish, 5 alive. 1294. 1294. How many? 3. 517. 517. 5 fish. 867. Andrew and Chase. 1109. Playing a big. 399. Big fish. 580. 5 fish. 5 alive. 1633. 5 fish. 5 alive. 731. 4 fish. 576. 5 fish. 5 alive. 923. 5 fish. 5 alive. 949. Yes. Got it right. 921. Got a big fish too. 1607. Big fish. 711. 711. What picture was that fish? 3 fish. 459. 5 fish, 5 alive. There you go. 1397.
Here's a tag fish, Terry. 789.
Ryan. How many? 137. 4 fish, 4 alive. 776. Simmons and Williams. 895. 5 fish, 5 alive. 1282. 5 fish, 5 alive. 1234. Is that it? All right. 1282, Blake and Jake. Fourth, 1294, Josh Adams and Brandon Davis. Third with 1397, Tim and Justin. Second place and Big Fish, Clell and Chris. 1607 with a 711 Big Fish. Justin and Jordan, first place with 1633. Our next event will be at High Falls. Yep. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you all. We're all headed south.
Alright guys, we are back at the house. I got everything unloaded from the truck and into the garage, and I've had some time to think about this whole Hollis Q Lathem tournament. First and foremost, it is true, gingers do need sunscreen in the wintertime. You know, that was a little bit of a joke this morning before blast off, and I thought it was hilarious, but now I look like freaking Rudolph. So next time I need to bring some sunscreen, no matter how cold it is. But aside from that, on a serious note, I pre-fished for this tournament 2 times, okay? The first time I went to a brand new spot on the lake that I had never been to before, trying a bait that I don't normally try. And I found a good pattern, okay? I found good spots. I pretty much thought that I had it figured out where the fish were staging. I had consistent bites with the bait that I was really happy with. Nothing of good size that first time that I pre-fished, but I had a good baseline. But I wanted to go pre-fish a second time to see if that was just a fluke, you know, a mishap, or if that was a consistent pattern that I could transfer over to tournament time. So I went back the second time, tried a few different spots, had no luck, went back to the spots I had found in my first time pre-fishing, throwing the same exact bait, and I did really good. The quality of fish that second time were much better. So that really gave me a huge boost of confidence. I felt like I was doing something productive and I was headed on the right path. I think where I messed up was I went all in on that pattern and that whole, everything that I'd figured out during pre-fishing. I did not have a plan B. And I feel a little bad. I feel like I let my partner down. We really needed a good points day. The first tournament at Lanier, we finished 20th out of 23 boats. I think there was only 22 boats there that day or something like that. We finished like 20th with like 4.5 pounds. So we really needed to do good today to kind of boost us up through the rankings, but it just didn't turn out that way. So I did feel a little guilty, like, you know, cause I found the spot. I was like, we need to go here. I know what they're doing. I was super confident. I just didn't plan for the what ifs. What if they were not on that pattern during the tournament, which is what ended up happening. They were not doing the same thing they were doing when I pre-fished. So I got pretty frustrated throughout the day, lack of motivation. But even though I was extremely frustrated, I'm trying to find a way. I still need to take something from this whole tournament, right? And I think this time I got a valuable lesson in properly planning. I had all my stuff, you know, set in the boat. I had everything organized. I knew my line that was on each reel. I had a dedicated reel for each bait. I had a dedicated rod for each bait. I felt like I was doing good, but I didn't plan for what happens if the fish are not on that bite. Regardless, you know, the pre-fishing, I get it. Some people don't like doing it, but a lot of the guys that don't like doing it also have years of experience on me on these lakes and in tournament fishing just in general. So I do think the pre-fishing is valuable for me right now. I should have taken the information that I gathered from pre-fishing and applied it, prepared for plan B, and used my plan A to start my day off. And then now I need to figure out when to determine that plan A isn't working, right? When do I need to go try something different? When do I need to throw a different bait? because I held on to my pre-fishing plan way too long throughout the day, where we could have in reality gone to a bunch of other spots and possibly made something happen somewhere else. So I learned that it took a one fish and 1.4 something pounds for me to learn it, but you know, it is what it is. It's the only way I'm gonna get better. So, but also thank you to the guys that came up to me after the tournament and kind of hinted that to me. Like, you know, they were asking me, you know, how'd you do today? How did everything go? And I was just like, man, I'm frustrated. Like, I had a pattern, I had a place, I had what I felt like were all the proper steps, and it didn't pan out. And a lot of the guys just had a bad day today. It's not like everyone was just killing them, but the fact that guys were able to bring in, I think around that 16-pound range, means that it was possible. And if it was possible, I didn't capitalize on it. So I don't know, just the way I see it right now. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, share this video if you guys want to see more. This is the second tournament in this series for the year. Like I said, I'm going to be doing 2 different trails this year. I know that the majority of this video was from my perspective, you know, being in the boat with Patrick, but maybe one day we can get somebody else to run the GoPros for the day on their boat, and maybe give you guys a different perspective on how these tournaments go, at least from guys that have been around the block for a while and have a little more knowledge than I do. So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you at the next tournament.